All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set up, 50, plant. Go. 6-6, bullet pop, hit it.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And his first pass is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew and connecting here with DJ Chark. A 14-yard first down pickup.
Come on, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They run with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. First down, Winston. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. The 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
61, match box, Mike. Alpha, side.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Safarian Jenkins has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Minshew. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. It'll be Minshew again. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw it. Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They go play action here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play fake. Winston. Got his target, Samuel. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Winston. This one into the hands of Hurd. Touchdown, 49ers! Jalen Hurd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. This is fielded at the 7. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They toss to Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run again with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down throw for Winston. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This is caught. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Winston now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now Winston under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw it, and this is caught by Watkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Minshew. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Out of his end zone, Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to float this one deep. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard. Here's Breida. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Jameis to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Winston here to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the 49ers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.